Mark is back on a world tour. One of the original trainers of the training center is here, and he's going to be traveling across the globe in this special episode of the VGIW Training Center, taking on some of the brightest minds in professional wrestling. First, taking on Dan the Natural Decker, as Dan Decker, a multi-time world champion, a legend of the squared circle who's been recently making a grand return. Of course, Mark wants to step in the squared circle with someone like Dan. Oh man, there's some nasty shots in this one. The thing about Mark as well that you have to keep in mind is Mark is, despite his size, the reason Mark is one of the trainers at the training center is because of his incredible martial arts and technical know-how. Mark may be small, but he is able to twist you up into knots. He can reverse and slip out of so many moves. It makes him very difficult to keep a hold of, and it's an ultimate test of your technical abilities, your ability to dodge, reverse, and try to outmaneuver Mark. And right now we're seeing that in great showing here with when Dan, who is in his natural gear, Dan the Natural Decker. Oh, nice neckbreaker right there. And you see right now Mark, making some strong work of Dan Decker. Dan, though, with the Irish whip, taking Mark to the outside. And right now standing over Mark here. Look at that, stretching him out. And now grabbing the head, but look at that kick there. Nice work. As Mark gets to work on Dan Decker. And now Dan throwing Mark aside. Good work there by Dan Decker, who gets back into the ring. Gotta be wary of that counter. Of course, wins and losses don't matter in these training center episodes. They won't count towards your win-loss record, but still, for Mark, who's been gone this long, of course, Mark wants to showcase why he is, was such a genuinely great trainer in the training center. Oh, but look at that, Dan Decker with that leg, that ankle lock, slick as anything. Great stuff there by Mark, escaping quickly out of the hole. Again, this is why Mark is such a capable trainer in the training center. Oh, and as far as I can tell, the only trainer who hasn't gone off. Oh, look at that! Another ankle lock! Oh, but immediately grabbing onto the ropes. Good work there by Mark. Mark so far is the only one to have not gone off for a big singles run. I'm sure he's maybe had a match at some point on the main shows, but Mark has never had a big singles run. Boris Monroe has, Dennis Finch has, Venom the Lizard King has, Gabriel Walker has had 2 big runs. The trainers usually do break off for a moment to have a big singles run. Mark has not had that, and I don't think he plans on doing that anytime soon. Oh, nice work there by Dan Decker. The Natural showing why he's an amazing athlete here. And of course, for Dan Decker, this is good for him as well. It gives him a chance to continue to sharpen his abilities. Dan Decker felt that he was on a bad foot as of late. Oh my god, this might already be over. Look at this! Dan Decker felt he was on a bad foot in his last run. He didn't get to really showcase why he was a legend. And he's hoping to, turn things up here. Nice dodge there with this latest run. Oh, look at this! Oh, the wheelbarrow stunner. This may be a KO. 1, 2. Oh my god, you are kidding me. Mark Stumhouse still in this one. And Dan Decker has been hard at work wrestling across the globe himself, trying to showcase why he is one of the best of all time. Oh, look at this. Getting a bit of the cowboy now. Look at that! We are seeing Dan's huge repertoire at work in this one. 1, 2. Oh my god! Mark is still hanging in there. The crowd chanting "Fight Forever." And I think Mark, is there a little bit of blood there on the face? I'm not sure. Oh, what a knee trembler. Mark is not flashy. His whole goal is to train people in the training center, so he's not looking to be a headliner at Hall of Glory. He just wants to help mold the wrestlers so that they are the best they can possibly be. That's the goal of the VGIW training center. Oh, now look at this. Dan Decker there with the snake eyes. Dan climbing up to the top rope here. Oh my god. Diving headbutt. Oh, it missed. It missed. And Dan. Oh, he looks dazed and confused. And the delay there, it sounds like his soul took a few moments to crash down with him. Oh, Irish whip into the corner though. It looks like Dan's not so phased about this. Oh, look at this, into the corner, and look at that! Release belly to belly. Incredible stuff there by Dan Decker. Oh, nice shot right there. And now, oh, here we go. Grabbing a hold now, look at this. And going for, oh, snake eyes. And now again, this has been a close one. I have to say, Dan Decker has been going absolutely crazy with these swings and shots. Oh my god, there is no chill on the part of Dan Decker. Is that it? It has to be it. 1, 2. Oh, again though. Somehow Mark with the kick out. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Figure 4. Figure 4. Figure 4. Surely. Oh my goodness. Look at the torque into a figure 8. Oh my god, but Mark slipped away. But it looks like, look at this. Going for an ankle lock now. Going for that leg lock. But again, Mark slips away. Oh, trying to go for a wheelbarrow stunner. But Mark able to dodge it. Oh, and look at this now. It's Mark's turn. Look at this. Oh, that inverted Boston Crab. And there's the tap out. Oh my god. Mark is out with a vengeance apparently here on this world tour. Incredible stuff right here in this first performance. Mark truly is ready to give his best here for the many trainees here at the training center. But of course, the tour doesn't stop here. Alright, we're moving on now to the next match now. In this one, we have Boris Monroe versus Mark. Look at this now. Oh my goodness. Wait a moment. Of course, the reason Boris Monroe is a trainer at the training center is that incredible physical ability. We would just like to note, narrator put here, we would just like to note, this world tour was recorded before Kane Randleman was officially signed as a trainer at the training center, and was prepared while Mark was getting ready for full-time work once again at the training center. Look at that work on the ankle. Mark is getting to work here now. Of course, the thing about Boris Monroe was that he is someone who hits like a truck. There is nobody in VGIW's training center that can hit as hard as Boris Monroe, and part of Boris Monroe is a durability test for yourself because he can knock your block off. You have to be so ready when you're taking on Boris Monroe. Look at that lariat though from Mark. Great stuff right now. 1, 2. Oh man. And now Mark with the knee strike. Of course, if he can continue to push, then Mark can break Boris Monroe. Oh man, this is looking tough right now for Boris Monroe, who seems to be on the back foot right now. Look at this leg lock right here. Is Boris struggling right now? Oh! Now, of course, Boris Monroe, as of recent, is going to be returning to the training center, but has been having a great run in Canadian Destroyer Promotions becoming one of their top channels, their top champions. Oh, nice work here. Look at this. We'd also like to shout out the fact that we are... Oh, man. Not only are we doing catch-up here on the YouTube channel, but we now, at the time recording, have returned to TikTok, where we are posting full episodes of VGIW to the TikTok. Oh, of course, there's quite a lot of catch-up to do on TikTok, so if you wanted a flashback, then be sure to check that out. Oh man, look at this. Rolling to the outside now. And you can see right now, Mark has been busted up quite badly. These are the strikes of Boris Monroe, a former MMA specialist, someone who battered people in the octagon. Oh, and look at this right now. Oh, right into the steel steps, and immediately grabs him just to do it again. Oh my god, tripping over the steel steps, and you can tell Mark is in agony. That is the power of the strikes of Boris Monroe in action. And now you can see Boris there, rolling back into the ring. There is no care on Boris Monroe's face, so nonchalant. Mark rushing back in, refusing to give up. Oh man. Face first into the turnbuckle. And look at these huge strikes again. Oh, damn near took his head off with that one. And now grabbing Mark, bringing him to his feet. And Mark with a headbutt, refusing to give up. Look at this. Into an ankle lock. Oh my goodness, Mark. Mark is a great submission wrestler and technician, able to turn you into, twist you into knots. And I got to tell you that you got to be prepared for that. Oh no. Oh, Boris. Oh, it's over. A knockout strike. Oh my god. 1, 2. Oh, how in the world does Mark have the spirit to keep on fighting? No, look at the... Oh my god. Ms. Joyce Monroe acting like a censor right now for the state. Look at that. Mark is battered bloody right now. Oh my god, wait a minute. No way! The inverted Boston Crab! But Boris immediately escapes. And now Boris Monroe with the Irish whip. Oh, jab to the midsection, knocking the wind out of Mark's sails. And look at that, further restricting the airflow there with that neck breaker. Mark sliding, trying to just get a little bit of time to regain some energy. But look at that, into the throat again. Mark is wheezing right now, spluttering and wheezing. This is Boris absolutely dissecting Mark. Mark having to run on adrenaline right now. Stomping down on Boris Monroe. Look at this. Oh, Mark giving every last bit he's got in this fight here. In this world tour, travel all the way to Canada for this one. Boris Monroe going to be traveling right back to the training center after this. Oh my goodness, pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Barely won that one. Mark barely victorious in this. Look at the state. Mark may have a busted up eye socket and nose from that fight. I'm curious to see how he's going to do the rest of this world tour. This is being recorded over the course of about a week, I believe, if not slightly longer. Crazy though, he's got like less than 24 hours to recover for the next one. We're here in GHK as Mark looks to take on another one of our trainers, that being the Lizard King, Venom, in the GHK arena. I should point out this is all a training center episode, so this still does not count as wins and losses against your record. But still, the reason that the Lizard King Venom is another highly revered trainer in the training center is Venom specializes in hardcore wrestling, and when you've got stuff like the Hardcore Championship, the Wildcard Championship, you've got GHK, there are a lot of wrestlers that look to Venom for help there. Not only that, but wrestlers know that they don't have to hold back. when training with Venom. They can throw barbed wire baseball bats right at his head. They can chuck him off of scaffolding. They can do whatever, and Venom will just get back up for more. He's got a unique durability about him. One time he had a match with Rebellion, the current GHK World Champion at the time recording, and survived 2 sit-out tombstones and is still wrestling to this day. That is incredible, if you ask me. Oh man, look at this. Ankle lock on the outside right now. This is incredible stuff. Oh, the Lizard King fighting back though against Mark, grabbing the knee, and oh, there's a fireball! Looks like it's no DQ here. In this one, that makes sense, and look at that. Oh man, the bird marks. Mark is on a tight schedule right here. The moment he's done, he's got to get on the next plane out of here. Like, he's spending the next week or so just traveling across the globe. 1, 2. Oh, nice work there. But Venom stays in it. And you got to think for Mark, this is not easy. He's having to endure such abuse in this one, and yet he has to keep on pushing, keep on fighting, and it's not looking easy with the absolute damage that the Lizard King is dishing out right now. Oh man, you got to imagine that Mark's vision has been slightly affected for the match with that. Oh, look at this. Oh, managing to disarm here. Oh, now look at this. Suplex! Oh, that bit of a release on that suplex as well. Keep in mind they're outside the ring. That panic can only do so much, to protect Mark's spine from damage. Back into the ring now. And you see Venom once again looking under the ring. And this time with a sledgehammer. Oh, man. We do have to get a move on. Curtis Burton obviously has since gained control of GHK and is looking to make some big changes here. So we can't stick around too long. Oh, look at this. Great hold here by Mark with the inverted Boston Crab. This may already be over. Oh, no. No luck there. But looks like Mark's not done yet. Look at this, grabbing the leg and going to do some further damage. Wait a minute, climbing up to the top rope. What is Mark's plan here? Oh lordy, what is Mark thinking? Flying high, with an axe handle! And now dragging the Lizard King away from the ropes. Oh man, grabbing the leg once again. And look at that, that leg hold once again. You can see Venom so close to the ropes, but not quite able to grab it. And there's the tap, there's the tap. Mark victorious again. But with those bird marks, and I can still see some damage around the face from the Boris Monroe fight when he was in Canada. Is Mark going to be ready for the next match? Well, we're going to find out. Well, I guess you'll find out soon. I'm going to find out in the next 24 hours. My oh my. This place has been kept in relatively good shape. I've heard Eric Schwartz and Theodore Cornwall have been in talks ever since Theodore lost control of GHK. Theodore has had, when TTW shut down, I believe Eric Schwartz bought the name of TTW. Of course, the final champions kept the belts. And Theodore Cornwall kept the arena. I've heard there's been talks between them. So I'm worried about what's going to happen there, but oh man! Right here we have another one of our trainers, Dennis Finch, who has been away for a little bit, just recovering. He's got some neck problems, that means he, he has to be a bit more part-time, but he is the biggest veteran of the trainers. I know we showed, oh god, what a shot! I know we showed Dan Decker earlier, but Dan Decker isn't a trainer. Dan Decker is simply a legend who wanted to take part in this moment, in this world tour. Dennis Finch, meanwhile, is a trainer and the veteran of the trainers, and that those decades of in-ring experience helps give Dennis Finch just incredible knowledge on how it means to be a wrestler. He's not a UFC fighter, he's not a martial artist, He's not some hardcore mud show wrestler. He's a wrestler's wrestler. Oh, wow. Look at the damage that knee strike did to the forehead of Dennis Finch. Dennis Finch, of course, right now, looks to be on a bad foot here. I've got to say, there's a bit of a smell here in the TTW arena. Hold on, I need to do something about this. It's not a pleasant smell. I mean, I guess this is what happens when you get a dusty arena like this. There we go. Oh no, oh gosh, that went in right in my face. There we go, smells of lemons now. Oh man, look at that though, leg lock. Oh, but a rope break. Of course, Dennis Finch knows how to get out of submission holds. With that, again, he has got so much in-ring experience. He is prepared for someone like Mark. More than most, I'd have to say. But of course, his durability may not be what it once was, given the years. Oh my word, what a combo though. That was incredible. And now, looks like he's looking for the Finch bomb, but Mark there, look at the way he slipped out of that. Mark moves like something out of an action movie sometimes, the way he gets out of this stuff. And now, look at this. Going for that inverted Boston Crab. Oh, look at this. Oh, the rope break again, though. Dennis Finch breaking out. Oh, my God. The blood trickling down the face. That may be the straw that broke the camel's back. Free. Well, there you have it. Mark with a win there. And I think a win as, not to say easy, but without as much damage to Mark. That's going to give him some time to properly recover from the previous bouts he had against the likes of Boris Monroe and the Lizard King. Mark showcasing why he is such a trusted professional in the training center. Of course, the training center. When it was said that Mark was coming back, one of the original trainers, Gabriel Walker, decided to step up and re-welcome Mark. Gabriel Walker has since left being a trainer in the training center. He was one initially, but now has gone off to forge his own path once again as a competitor. Gabriel Walker felt he was too young to spend the remainder of his wrestling career helping, just helping others. Not that Gabriel Walker was against helping others, but just that, why should that come at his own expense? That is one key difference between Gabriel Walker and Mark, though. Mark, doesn't see it as at his own expense. But I get where Gabriel Walker's coming from. Gabriel has worked so hard to try and be a top performer. And, from his perspective, why should he throw that away? And if anything, now he is better than ever, so Gabriel was clearly onto something. Look at this now, dodging and going for an arm drag. Good work right there. The strikes and blows right now. Good work here. And now into the corner. Look at these two go. Oh, going for the knee now. Look at that, twisting the ankle. Oh, man. Oh, nice dodge there. Into the midsection. Good work. And now, Gabriel Walker going to take Mark around town. Go for snake eyes. Oh, nice stuff right there. And now a stiff kick to the back. Half across gets the ropes. And, oh, good dodge there by Mark. Gabriel Walker has got an intensity to him. Part of why he was selected as a trainer was because, similar to Dennis Finch, he was a wrestler's wrestler, but he had the youth and the vitality that he could take a lot of abuse and give out a lot of punishment at the same time. And now Gabriel Walker. Oh, look at this grab by Mark, but look at that reversal. Tossing Mark to the outside. Gabriel Walker now taking a second just to catch his breath in the corner. But Mark, look at that, grabbing a hold of Gabriel. And driving Gabriel face first into the corner. Look at these shots right now. Oh man, and again now, look at this. Several strikes into the turnbuckle. Mark is showing no restraint right now. But look at that, Gabriel bounces right back. But look at this. Inverted Boston Crab! Oh man, you can see the torque that the legs and the back are taking, but Gabriel! He knows how to escape that move. Oh, look at him going for the knee there. Going for the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Only a 1 count. Gabriel Walker, though, again, needing a moment. Gabriel's working hard now, a full-time performer. Maybe overworking himself a little bit. And now look at this. Going for a DDT, driving him face first into the ring mat. Oh my god. And now Gabriel going for that elbow now. And you see Mark trying to get back to his feet, using the ropes for leverage. This has been a hard week for him. Think about all the punishment he's had to endure. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. He has had to deal, this is like day 5 of this world tour. And of course, Mark has had to endure just so much punishment, so much abuse. Look at that dodge right there. Good work there by Mark, refusing to go down. And now an Irish whip into the corner. Stiff jab to the face now. And grabbing a hold of Gabriel, taking him right back to the ropes now. And you can see Mark cycling himself up here with each strike, trying to build up that momentum. Despite all the punishment Mark has dealt with over the course of this week, he's still bringing a hell of a fight to Gabriel Walker. Look at that rolling knee bar. Unfortunately, Gabriel got some long legs on him and was able to get under those ropes. You see Mark once again running on fumes now, but still dishing out punishment to Gabriel Walker, who rolls to the outside. Gabriel once again looking to recover. Oh, look at that! Gabriel's been in some hard-hitting matches recently, been running himself ragged for Canadian Destroyer Promotions, because Canadian Destroyer Promotions, he feels, has given him his biggest opportunity to really get to prove himself in that ring. Oh man, look at this now. Oh, so Gabriel's been running himself ragged to prove why he deserves, why they didn't make a mistake giving him these opportunities. Meanwhile, Mark, of course, running himself ragged just this week with the consistent performances, no days off. Oh, look at this now. Into the ropes with Snake Eyes. Oh man, nice work with those headbutts. That was vicious to see. Oh, I think was going to go for the pedigree, but got blocked right there. And another inverted Boston Crab! Oh my god! This is what I was talking about with Mark. He can reverse and dodge anything, and there's the tap out! Mark! My god! There is some incredible resiliency on Mark here. Incredible, just the will to never give up. Mark better be ready, because he's got 2 more matches on this week-long world tour. What a sight to behold. We're here in Japan now. Again, this is a similar situation to with Dan Decker, where this isn't a trainer, but a legend who has actually routinely given their services to the training center. That being Masashi Watanabe. Now, the reason why we speak of legends, speaking of legends that have donated their services to the training center, Dan Decker, Masashi Watanabe, you might be wondering where the Giant Herman is. And, well, the reason for that is that that part of this massive tour is actually going to be part of Herman's retirement tour. The Giant Herman versus Mark will be uploaded separately. Look at this right now. Going for the pin here, Masashi Watanabe has a great knowledge on a huge variety of moves, but more than anything is also been known to play to the fans. Masashi Watanabe is an entertainer. Someone like, say, he actually works in great contrast to one of the top faces of Kitsune Kingdom, Aku Suzuki. While Aku Suzuki is focused and ready to tear you apart, Masashi Watanabe wants to ensure that the fans are entertained first and foremost. And look at this now, Mark there. Oh, with the knee trembler. But back to his feet once again with Musashi Watanabe. Wasting no time here, getting back to his feet, ready to keep going. Look at that leap there. And a Judas effect. Oh, he's taking some cues from some of the big names in professional wrestling right now. And now bringing Mark back to his feet here. Wait a minute. Is he using? He's using Mark's own finisher against him. And look at the talk on that, but Mark escapes. Of course, as we're in Kitsune Kingdom, you can see this match. Oh, it is still a training center episode. We should point out that this will not count to either wrestler's win or loss record. But, of course, we're in the Kitsune Kingdom arena, so we have one of the Kitsune Kingdom referees watching over this one. That being Hellspawn. Hellspawn, a wrestler and referee. 2, and there's the kick out. And Hellspawn pacing around, keeping a close eye on the evolution of this match. Oh, bam! Face first right there. And now bringing Musashi Watanabe back to his feet. Watanabe, though, grabbing a hold of Mark. Irish whip, but reversed by Mark. Oh, look at that. Nice snapmare and a knee strike. And again with a knee drop. Oh, man, you could see Mark is sparing no mercy to Musashi Watanabe right now. But they got to be wary. The count-out is drawing near. Here we go. Irish whip back into the ring. Count of 7. Hellspawn was about to go warn Mark, but nearly got bowled over. Back in by the count of 8. Good work there by Mark. And now look at this. Inverted Boston Crab. Inverted Boston Crab. Oh, and Musashi can't get to the ropes that far away. And there's the tap out. Mark had Musashi Watanabe dead to rights right there before Musashi could really build up any major momentum. Good work there by Mark. Only one more stop on this world tour to go. Has been up against a mysterious new trainer that Mark has not yet seen in the training center. Well, let's see the tutor. Back home in the training center, Mark backed in the corner by several fellow trainers. We got Venom, Dennis Finch, and Boris Monroe. Oh, and there you see this teacher. We don't have a name for him. I just call him the teacher, the tutor. It's like, but what we do know is this person, whoever they are, has got a wide, varied moveset and has really been putting a lot of the students in the training center through their paces. Of course, seems to be the final boss for Mark in this one. Oh, look at this. I also have word that while he will not be part of this tour, we will be officially adding Kane Randleman as a trainer to the training center. I'm personally very excited. Kane Randleman has got some great athletic skills, an Olympic level athlete who has been putting his life back on the straight and narrow, and I fully believe that Kane Randleman will be a great asset to this team. You can see them watching on here. Wait to see how Mark may prevail, or if this will be the moment that Mark falls in this world tour. Mark getting back to his feet a little sluggishly. Oh, that was cruel, but very well calculated. Oh, and driving the knee down, but look at that, Mark still trying to rise to his feet. Mark has to be trying to ignore the pain, because there is no doubt great pain searing through that knee right now. Oh, back in the ring here. And you can see there, Boris, Dennis, and Venom trying to cheer on Mark. Oh, my God! You got to think about this. Boris, Dennis, and Venom, they have been working with Mark in the training center for years. There is going to be a camaraderie amongst the trainers. They have, even if they do go off to have their own singles careers, they work to ensure that the newer wrestlers get to the place that they need to be. Albin is preparing for a giant 8-man rumble in Herman's retirement tour, but is new, just come from Outrage Combat Wrestling, and needs some, wants to spend some time seasoning. Look at this victory roll! 2! Oh, that was close right there. and wants to be sure that he is ready. So he's been getting help from the trainers in the training center to make sure that he is ready to go. The trainers say he's doing amazingly for someone so new. Oh man, look at that. Castle mutilation. What a brutal submission hold. So rarely adopted here in VGIW, but the pain it can deliver is immense. But yes, for the trainers in the training center, not only do they do that, but they help to train the seasoned veterans, like Dan Decker, for instance. Without people like Mark, Dan Decker may have had to retire, knowing that his last run was a disappointment. But with people like Mark, like Dennis Finch, like Venom, like Boris Monroe, they were able to help help Dan Decker get back to where he needed to be. Look at that, nice rope break there from that rolling knee bar. There is a camaraderie there in their shared goal of helping wrestling be better. And because Mark has been working alongside them for years, since the training center opened, you got to think that there is some level of friendship between those on the outside and Mark there in the ring. See there, look, Venom, come on, trying to get the crowd to cheer for Mark. You see Dennis Finch as well, trying to get the crowd to hype up for Mark. Mark may be unassuming and low-key in his visual appearance, especially compared to everyone else, but you can see that they recognize the abilities of Mark and his dedication to the crowd. The fact that he decided, because he had been gone for so long, that the only way to make up for it was to wrestle every day for a week straight, shows what I mean about Mark's dedication to the craft. 7 days of back-breaking labor to showcase why he deserves to be at the top. Oh, look at this, a cattle mutilation again. But this time Mark was ready for it. And a kick to the back of the head on this one. Oh man, Mark never needed to prove himself like this. Nobody would have said anything if he just quietly returned. But Mark wanted to prove something here, I feel. And now look at this. You can sense that the teacher did not see this rise coming back from Mark, the second win perhaps. Oh, look at the blood flow there down the face. Oh, and what a drop kick. Going for the leg now. And driving down on Mark. You can see there Mark grabbing the knee. And the teacher. Whoa, nice dodge there by Mark. Hanging in there. Oh, trying to go for a knee treble, but only got a glancing blow. He's got to take advantage though. A glancing blow is still a shot connected. And Mark may have valuable seconds here. You can see they're trying to ring the bell of the teacher here. Look at this, using the ropes now for leverage here. Oh man, look at that now. And now go for that inverted Boston Crab, but surely that's too close to the ropes. No, just a little bit of gap. Maybe the teacher 2 days to realise. He does! He's tapped! He's tapped! And look at that. Mark's World Tour comes to a successful conclusion. Thank you so much for watching this special episode of the VGIW Training Center. Remember, wins and losses don't matter in the Training Center episodes. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe for more videos on the VGIW channel, including the Training Center, VGIW, GHK, Kitsune Kingdom, Terrific Texas Wrestling, Canadian Straw Promotions, and so much more. We'll see you next time.